This is sparked from a comment from one of you guys, and it's not the only one that I've seen commenting something like this. So I'll answer it directly. It's also because I've seen so many channels teaching this, and I think this is wrong and it just needs to stop. It's about content theft and content thievery. Copyright theory, and it's something that exists a lot in the shorts creation space. There are so many creators talking about they are creating content, but in reality they are just stealing other people's content and editing them. And I just need to say, just because you are editing other people's content doesn't mean that you are creating content. It's still theft. It's copyright theft, no matter how you put it. The only thing that you can hope to gain from this is a short-term gain, and you're never building a brand, never building a channel that will last you for a very long time. If you want to see yourself become a big creator in the future, you have to put yourself out there, or you have to create something that's original. But who am I to say that? Because I'm no expert. Many of these creators have 100 million views on their shorts. But you know what? None of these views are contributing to anything that's building a brand for them at all. There's just short-term gain, and of course these short-term gains would be nice because some of these creators are making tens of thousands of dollars, which would be nice to have. But you know what? YouTube should and can and would in the future take down this kind of content because it's not original content. And another thing is that the copyright holder, in the case of the commenter who posted here, and it was Dragon Ball, I think, some of these anime cartoons. And just because you are editing someone else's content doesn't mean you're creating content at all. And one of the guys I follow in YouTube short space, I don't know how to pronounce his name. His channel is called Story of Raunuk, I think. Sorry. I really respect your content and I respect your hustle. I watch a lot of it and I really like you as a person on the other side. It really seems that I'm connecting with you when you're creating content. But I have to say, making top 10 lists of other people's content is not creating content. At best, it is stealing and putting your own twist on it, which is okay if you're doing some sort of documentary or doing some sort of long form content when you're using clips and bits and doing your own comments on top of it and using it as a part of a bigger puzzle. But I need you to understand that is not transformational content, because the clip you are taking has the same value for the viewer when you are serving it to the audience as it has in the original state. So when you are serving something to a viewer, you have to be transformational, and that doesn't mean that you have to be. At least I'm not a lawyer, but that's how I understand it, and I'm 99% sure that's true. You cannot just transform it in an editing way. That's not transforming the content. You have to transform it in a way so it serves another purpose. So if I have a clip of something that's entertaining for the viewer and it's targeting, maybe it's this Dragon Ball clip. If that's for the Dragon Ball audience, then I cannot just make a clip on it for the Dragon Ball audience, because then I'm stealing the content for the same audience, and then I'm I don't know the English word for it. I'm taking money out of the pocket of the original creator. Now, the way that I see transformational content is that you have to transform it in a way. Let's say you're making a documentary of Dragon Ball instead, or something else. And then you are using clips and bits for the Dragon Ball journey and how it looked maybe in the 90s, how it looks now instead with the 20-year transformation. And then you are mainly focusing on your own content. That could be your talking head face or something else like that. Or if I had in this video, if I showed clips from these channels, like 20 seconds or 10 seconds pieces, showing you how these channels are doing it, then maybe that would be transformational content, because my content is about something else. I transform the meaning, I transform the purpose of the content. Because let's say you're doing clips from, I think Marvel and Disney in general is very good at striking down on these, and they should, because they are copyright owners of, let's say, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain America, and many would do like I've seen these edits of Captain America picking up the hammer from the Endgame and like a sort of like crazy music on it and say, I made a piece of content. No, you didn't. You stole a piece of content and then you edited it in your way, which of course is cool. It's fan art, but it's not creating content. You have to start, and that's something that I'm never going to condone on this channel, stealing. I made at some point in one of my videos about making YouTube shorts, I made a short that was kind of like someone else's short, and I even took the script and I wrote it out, but I twisted it, and all the clips in my short is my own. I made them myself, and I made the drawings myself, and I made the clips myself, and I found my own copyright-free music, which I pay for. I pay for my copyright-free music, so I don't steal it from anyone else. And even that felt wrong to me. And I need you to get your moral compass straight and understand that you can't just steal other people's content. You cannot just take clips from Instagram. You cannot just take clips from TikTok, put it on YouTube and say, now I made something that's completely new. And I know that there's a lot of young guys out there who wants to do the YouTube hustle and say that I'm wrong and I make money of this and so on. Yes, but it's short term. Trust me, I have had short-term businesses as well, and it's cool while they last, but afterwards it's just like you built nothing, that you have wasted years of your life building this. I've had a blog at some point that made $4,000 a month, and I know that's not 10 or 20,000 that many of these made, but because a lot of that was written on that blog was not something that I wrote myself and was just hired writers. I couldn't contribute to the blog when the YouTube updates or the Google updates hit, that you should put in your own pictures, put in your own images, like really be helpful. That's another story. But my blog, of course, deranked on Google. I couldn't even say that it should rank on Google because, of course, it was just other people's they just did some research and then regurgitated other people's content on that blog. So it wasn't worth ranking. I'm just trying to say that if you don't contribute with anything else, you're polluting the internet with your edits or your takes on it. And maybe I'm going to get haters from this, maybe not. Maybe there's actually somebody out there who will agree with me. And I hope to find you. Yeah, and if you're wondering why I'm sitting in my car, it's because my house is full of people, and I normally record in the weekend when my wife is out running or my kids is playing video games or something else. But we are getting guests in just an hour or so, but I needed to get this out because I needed to say this to all of you. That's my opinion. Please start creating something yourself, because maybe you only get 500 or 5,000 views in a year from now. But you are creating a brand. You're putting a brand to your face, like hopefully I'm doing now. You're creating something bigger than just clips that you will never gain anything from, other than a few short views, or maybe, if you're lucky, some dollars short term. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see all my journey on YouTube Shorts, then watch this video next. Then you can see what I did to grow shorts that I created myself. Bye.